And if you have blocks and your knees are experiencing any tension in bound angle pose, feel free to support underneath your knees. You could also use sweatshirts or something of that nature. And you decide where you want your arms to be. Maybe they're more comfortable with the palms face up, just out wide. Maybe they're right next to your body. Maybe they're touching your body, rested on your low abdomen. Maybe one hand is up on your heart. And just take a moment to settle in, let go of the chaos of the day. And become present with the sensations on and around your body. The temperature of the room, the air you're breathing, maybe the floor, the yoga mat underneath you, the feeling of any clothing on you or surrounding you, blankets and such. And take a moment to acknowledge your breath, always, always. Make sure you're unclenching your jaw and try to see if you can smooth out your breath so it's not rigid or shaky. Try to take the breath a little bit longer as you inhale and exhale, and add a pause on the top and bottom of those breaths. We'll just be here for about one more cycle of breath. So with your next inhale, fill up to capacity, oxygen to the brain, and pause at the top. And we'll hold for 4, 3, part your lips in 2, full exhale right here. Sigh that baby out. Nice. You can draw your knees together and gently blink open your eyes as you hug your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Maybe you gently caress your sacrum side to side. Really nice if you've been sitting all day in front of the computer or driving in cars. Give the low back a little bit of a break. Awesome. And then let's take our left leg along on the mat and your right leg overhead. You can point the toe if you'd like. Walk your shoulders down your back. Have your heel about over the hip. Just get long in the leg here for a moment. Rest your arms out on the sides of your mat. And we're going to make little circles. Just choose one direction to start and start making slow circles. And as soon as you make one circle, pause. And then move on to the next circle. So just doing one circle at a time, adding a complete stop. And then keep that momentum going. Same direction right here. Whatever direction you're at, clockwise or counterclockwise, it's all good. And what we want to do is we're getting some hip mobility, but we're also trying to stabilize our hips on the ground, the pelvis on the ground. Make sure you draw your navel down to the earth. We're starting to activate the legs. Just a gentle warm up. Let's do one more of those, pausing at the end of that circle, and then switch directions. Going the opposite, pausing after you've drawn a circle. And it doesn't have to be very big of a circle. It also doesn't have to be a rigidly small circle, just whatever you want that feels good. But keep focusing on pulling the navel to the ground. So you have some core work right here. Make sure you're breathing. Let's do 3 more. Pause. 2. Pause. And last circle. Pause. Go ahead and reach your arms up, capture your shin, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, lift the left leg, point your toes, keep the legs active. You've got the scissor leg. You're gonna gently warm up the hamstring as you pull, stretching that leg towards your face. Then we're gonna find a double pulse alternating scissor kick. So lift your upper body using the core, pulsing twice, switch it out, capture the left shin, pulse up, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. So we're using some core work here, and hopefully your neck feels all right, but there's always the chance that there's some neck tension, the head is heavy, it's true. So you can always decide to support your head in your hands and just keep lifting, getting that core work, navel to sky, or ground rather, excuse me. Use some breath, exhale as you lift. Keep engaged legs, so keep pointing those toes. We've got 4, 3, last 2. Can you go a little bit higher? Last 1, head down, knees into your chest. Maybe you take them wide and you can rock side to side, caressing your sacrum. Nice. Now take your right leg long on the mat, left leg to the sky, right over the hip. Soften your shoulders down your back, pull your belly to the earth. Let's do circles. Nice, slow circle. Pause as soon as you've completed one circle, and then go again. Keep your legs active. Try to stabilize your hips so they don't really move. It's just the leg swiveling in the hip socket. Core is really firing up here. If you don't feel it, really focus on pulling your navel towards the earth, sealing your low back in the ground, and even getting some of that inner thigh work as you pause. Holding after the movement. Little isometric holds just add on a little bit of tension, build a little bit of heat. Let's do one more in this direction. Pause when you're done and switch your directions. You got it. Holding all that engagement in the low back and the belly. Hips are level, shoulders are soft into the mat. Make sure you're not stressing your neck in any way here. Keep your neck soft, gaze is soft at the sky. Just keep pulling the belly down. Keep that focus. Stabilize your hips on the mat. Let's go for 3, 2, pause. Last one, pause. Now reach up towards your left calf, hover your right leg, lift your head, neck, shoulders, a little stretch for the hamstring. And now let's double pulse and switch those scissored out legs. Lift, 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 lift. Switch, exhale, switch, exhale, and switch. You've got it. Keep the legs long, keep them active. A slight tuck of your chin, navel to the ground. You got it, friends, for 8, 7, 6, 5, and you're not pulling your leg towards your face. Last 4, instead you're lifting your torso using the core. 3, 2, last 1, knees to your chest. Woo, take them wide. Breathe deeply and freely. Caress your low back. Awesome. When you're ready, find reverse tabletop. Stack your knees over your hips. Parallel your shins to the floor. Feel your glutes light up as the same time you squeeze and drive your belly to the earth. Now go ahead and take your knees and just press them forward towards the top of your mat a little more. Feel how that really lights up the core. Nice. Take your arms forward, reaching past your thighs. We're going to hold here with the head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Shoulders rolled down your back. Now with the right toe, we are going to tap the ground. And then lift right back up. Left toe taps, and then draw the knees back together. So tapping, scooping, tapping, and scooping. Keep going, alternating side to side. Use your exhale breath when you lift the knee. And again, if there's any issues going on with the neck, feel free to support your head with your hands. And we're really using the hip creases here just to get the legs active. Use the core, draw the navel down. Nice job. We're going to add on in 4, 3, 2, adding on 1. This time as you tap your foot down, that tapped leg is going to extend about 45 degrees. Then you're going to re-tap the foot and draw it back to start. Other leg taps, extends, taps, comes back. Switching sides, about a 45-degree active leg, re-tap, scoop it up. Tap, extend, tap, and lift. You got it. Woo! Nice job, everybody. Let's go for 4 more. Keep drawing your navel towards the earth. Whatever you do, activate your core here. Last 3. Keep extending and rebending. 2. Give me 1 more. Finish off this last leg with an extension, a tap, pull the knee in, bring your elbows out wide, find Yogi bikes, switching side to side. You're already in your reverse tabletop. Now take your opposite elbow to your opposite knee, and the other leg extends nice and long. If you'd like to switch out your feet from points now, go ahead and flex the toes back to your knee creases. You've got it for 8. We're not here for long. 7. Go side to side. 6. Exhale for the twists. Last 4. Pulsing the long leg in 3. Whoa, core is fired up. 2. Last one, hold it to that side, pulse that long leg, toes flex back, lift your legs straight to the sky. Try to get your shoulders up a little higher off the mat for 4, 3, other side in 2, 1, swap it out, flex your toes and pulse that long leg, squeeze your glute, pull your belly down. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Woo! Rock side to side. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nicely done, everybody. Grab behind your thighs. Elongate your legs. And then rock and roll 3 or 4 or 5 times. Make your way crossed ankles to tabletop pose. When you receive that tabletop pose in your sweet, sweet body, add on some cats and cows. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. Press through the thumb and index finger side. As you inhale, yes, stretch that core. And as you exhale, just round to the sky. Stretch through the back. Make sure you can let this feel good in your body. Add on anything that's calling you, maybe tuck toes and untuck toes. You can sway your hips or your side bodies, whatever you need. We've got about 4 more full cycles of breath here. Let it serve you. Feel good in what you've already done, the action in your body. Match breath to movement. And about 1 more full cycle of breath. Nice. And coming back to tabletop pose with a nice long spine. Start to hover your right leg long behind you. And now pull the core up towards the sky now, towards the spine. Point your toe. We're going to drop the foot gently and squeeze up. Touch the ground and lift. Exhale as you squeeze. Now we're getting some glute max, some more hamstring. Exhale as you hike it up. So it's about a 1 count up fast, and the down has the brakes on, so maybe it's a 2 count as you lower. Squeezing the right glute, pressing into your palms, shoulders are over those hands. Last 4, 3, hold it up in 2, 1, hold it out. Take a breath in. As you exhale, extend or cross rather your right knee across the left side of your body. Give a little squeeze. You might imagine a Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend. And then exhale, squeeze your knee to that right arm. And we repeat. Extend, cross, squeeze your left glute, extend, squeeze up to the tricep. Take it long, squeeze. Now, as you extend your legs straight back, I want you to think of firing up your right glute, getting a little extra lift. It's not straight back, it's straight back with a lift, yes. And when you take it across to the left side and squeeze those inner thighs, fire up your left booty as well. You've got it. Last 4. Nice work. 3. 2 more. Last one. All the way. Nice. Now hover that right knee. Find your fire hydrants. Lift straight out to the right. Try to get about 90 degrees so the knee is in line with the hip. And then take it low and squeeze it back up. Down and up. Exhale to lift. Imagine opening up the inner thighs, using the glutes and the leg strength to squeeze up. Lift that femur bone to the sky. Last 8, 7 more. You've got it. Press through those palms. Square off your shoulders for 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1 more. Hold it up for 4, 3, 2, put it down. Whoo! Shimmy your hips side to side, and then we go to the left side. When you are ready, roll out the wrists if you need any little bit of love in through the meanwhile, and then extend your left leg back. We're gonna touch the toes to the ground and squeeze up. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Exhale and squeeze your left butt cheek like you're kicking it up nice and fast. Pump the brakes as you lower. Nice job, everybody. Make sure you're hugging in your right inner thigh. You can feel that. Maybe turn on your right outer hip. Last 4, 3, 2, and hold it out on 1. Let's take it across the midline. Squeeze the inner thighs. Extend it back out and squeeze your left knee to your left upper arm, that tricep. Extend, cross, extend, tap your arm. Whoo! Stabilize your right hip over the right knee so you're not swaying the side body. And make sure you keep pressing in between the thumb and index finger side of your hands. The radius arm bone side. of the forearm, which is a bit bigger and a bit stronger than the outer pinky side of our arm bone. Last 4, right here. Use the butt, squeeze those giant muscles for 3. Last 2. And 1 more, all the way. When you're done, let's find our hydrants. Hold that left knee out to the left side and take it down. Up, down, exhale and release. Yep, keep that right hip in line with the right knee, and also the right side body is nice and long, shoulder and hip in line. Last 8, 7, 6, square off your shoulders, pull your belly to the sky. 4 more, 3, hold it up on 2, last bit of fire, hold that knee up for 4, 3, 2, 1, place it down. Woo-hoo. Sway those hips side to side. OMG. All right, friends, maybe tuck your toes, sit up. Let's do a little wrist therapy. Interlace your fingers, make fists, roll it out like a little ball. Maybe you imagine you're rolling some dice, feeling lucky. Vegas or Reno, what's your town? Switch directions, maybe flip the thumbs and switch it out. Nice, important to take care of our wrists. So much of our yoga practice comes from needing healthy wrists. And when you're ready, take them out high, shake them, shake them, shake them. Shake them all the way up and down, jazzy hands. 3, 2, 1. Woo, nice job. From tabletop pose, set it back up, spread those fingers wide, press into that grounding flesh between your thumb and index fingers. Tuck your toes and hover your knees off the ground about 1 inch or 2. Make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. Get strong here. Reach long through the crown of your head, a slight tug of your chin. We're just gonna walk out the knees to tap our triceps here, 1 at a time. Get a little bit round in the spine as you draw your knee to the back of your arm, and then try to lift it a little higher up towards your armpit. Little awkward bear walk for 8, 7, squeeze the core muscles, navel to spine. 6, 5, 4, down dog in 3, 2, 1, down dog, hips up and back. Woo, pedal out your stance. Lengthen it, bend the knees, lift and lower your heels. Release any tension in your neck. Soften through your shoulders by pressing into the ground with your palms, hips going actively towards the back room. And maybe find a little bit of stillness. Try to reach your heels a little bit closer towards the mat. Keep your knees slightly soft. And just rotate your thigh bones towards the back wall. And then feel the core stretch. At the same time, keep it engaged. Press through your palms, send your shoulders up and away from your ears. A nice, nice down dog. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, side out. Awesome. On your inhale, you can lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, tiptoe forward, ragdoll pose. Just walk it up, feet behind the wrists. You can let your torso rest on your thighs if you'd like. Taking any binds, anything that serves you. Maybe interlace your fingers above the nape of your neck and just hang. And again, you can press your thigh bones towards the back wall. Try to draw your tailbone towards the back wall. Straighten your legs a little bit. Shift the weight side to side. 1 more breath in. Sigh that breath out. Nice. Go ahead and release your hands to the ground. And root down into your feet. Bend your knees, round your back. Inhale, slowly rise up. Nice and slow, chin to chest until you're all the way to the top. Standing up. Inhale, bring your shoulders, scrunch them up to your ears. Exhale, soften them down your back. Nice. Sweep your arms back and up, mountain pose as you inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Draw your tailbone to the ground between your heels. Root into your feet, activate your legs. Lift and engage the quads, the kneecaps. Pull your belly in. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, sigh it out. clearing the slate. Nice, release your palms by your side. Inhale, open your eyes and reach for the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Sit down and back. Nice. Now from here, your feet might be together. They might be hips width. Let's walk them out just a little bit wider than our hips. That really gives us this inner thigh engagement. And then take your hands in line with your shoulders. And let's bop up and down into a little squat. All the way down and all the way up. It's a lower lift. Now send the booty back. Keep the spine nice and long. And we're just getting a little arm work out of this, but also it's helping us to keep our heart up so we're not henching forward here. But at any point in time, you can always decide hands want to be at your heart or your hips instead, and that's fine too. Now drive through your feet. Exhale for the rise. Nice. You've got 4 more. And 3, 2, and then we're going to melt down to our lowest squat and hold it. Hold it back. Can you shimmy your knees back? Draw your belly to your spine. Pull your shoulders into their backs. You're tucking your wings in. Make sure your palms are up at shoulder height if you're reaching out. Feel the fire in your legs. Notice your heart rate rising from what we've done so far. Squeeze your butt. Sit a little bit lower. Nice call. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay in 3, 2. Sit a little deeper. Last one. Inhale, mountain pose. Press through your feet. Rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Whew. Nice. Make sure your feet come back in under your hips, right? We're going to shift the weight to your right foot, so flare the toes nice and wide. Find one leg mountain when you're ready. And now, at least try to see if you can get the knee in line with hip. But if you feel you got it, lift that knee even higher using the core and using the strength of your leg. Lift it up. Nice. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, airplane pose. We're going to kick that leg back. Your hands can stay at your heart, or you can fly them back, palms facing the ground, shoulders roll down your back. Try to level your hips off. Keep your gaze at the top edge of your mat, even forward a little bit, kind of 45 degrees. Pull your core in tight, and try to wrap your pinky toe so it faces the ground rather than facing the left wall here. Now with your hands, go ahead and bring them towards the ground under your shoulders. If you can, bend your knee a little bit, come down, lifting the leg a little higher, tap the earth. And then as an inhale, slowly come up to standing. Try to keep the leg lifted, extend your leg forward a little bit, reach your arms back a little bit. Nice. And now we're gonna just kind of pendulum back and forth. It's like a Romanian deadlift without any weights. Extend the leg back. And as you bring the leg back, it kind of stays in this nice plank shape long in the body. Kick it forward a little bit. And then exhale, kick back. Inhale, pull forward. Keep the core tight. Just notice your balance today. Lots of balancey things today. This is just one of them. Let's go for 2 more. And really engaging that glute max and all that gluteus medius side butt action, as well as a lot of hamstring. Lower down. This time lift it all the way up and plant your left foot down. We're going to swap sides. So root down in your left foot. Hands can come to your heart if you'd like. And inhale, lift your right knee. So it's a one-leg mountain. Try to lift it even higher though than our typical mountain. Squeezing it in without recruiting the arms to squeeze. Shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in. Nice, Kirsten. Exhale, airplane pose. Extend that leg back. Kick through your active foot. Pivot your pinky toe to the ground. Nice. Maybe you extend the arms behind you. Take flight. Shoulders squeeze down your back. Activate your core and pull that navel to the sky. Can you feel your right glute light up and then gently drop the right hip an inch so you can square off your hips together? Nice. If you're ready, take your hands under your shoulders, reaching towards the ground. You can bend that left knee a little bit, maybe all the way to the earth or blocks. And then go ahead and lift. Inhale, rise up. Extend the right foot forward a little bit. Squeeze the shoulders down your back. Press your arms back a little bit. And then exhale, take it all the way back. It's like a warrior 3 variation. or an airplane pose variation, or a one-leg Romanian deadlift variation. So many names. Breathe in as you lower towards the earth with your hands. Breathe out as you swing your leg through in control. So using a little bit of the quadricep right here, checking that balance. You may or may not notice in your own body if one side felt a little more stable than the other. Let's just go 2 more times, taking your time as you lift and lower. And we've got 1 more full time, taking it all the way back and coming all the way up. Whoo! Step that foot down. Amazing. Shake it out, whatever you need to do. MC hammer pant thing. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift, breathe in, get long in your spine, torso parallel to the ground, belly reaching for the sky. Exhale, first high plank, palms underneath the arms, the shoulders, heels high on the toes. Squeeze your belly in and up, and think of just some long energy from heels to hips to shoulders, out through the crown. Actively press the earth away. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Chaturanga in 2, and 1. Take it or leave it, friends. You can stay in your plank longer. You can bring knees down. Hug your elbows in as you lower. Inhale, up, dog, untuck your toes, hover your legs, peel your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, pedal it out, take a deep breath in and out. Awesome job. Shift the weight to your left foot, lift your right leg high to the sky, square shoulders, square hips. Pause here so you can level off those hips. Lift and lower your left heel to activate your calf muscle. Press into the ball of your foot. Make sure the energy from the ground of your palms is going back through the hips. Keep your long leg active. Just lift and lower that left heel for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in as you reach back through your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your back. Use your core, draw your knee in, shoulders over the wrists. Step your foot between your hands, low lunge. Nicely done. Slowly rise up, crescent lunge. Take your time. Front knee and ankle lined up, toes and knee driving forward. Your back knee might be bent, it might be straight depending on the hamstring. Level your hips, left hip forward, right hip back. Nicely done. Where we are at, we're gonna bend that back knee so it hovers off the ground. Hands can come to your heart if you'd like, shoulders down the back. We're gonna pulse it nice and low. Think of squeezing the inner thighs. Taking some time, rooted down in your right foot, pulling the left hip forward, pulling your belly back. Nice. Take your time here, just 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. And just settle in. Let this kind of be a nice resting moment for you. Open the inner thighs, feel the feet press down, squeeze the legs back, let your spine get a little longer. Awesome. On your inhale, star pose, reach overhead. Both feet come forward, press actively through your legs, lengthen your side bodies. Take another inhale, and to the right, Skandasana, side lunge. Exhale, send your booty back, bend the right knee. Hands can come to your heart, you can rest on your thigh, maybe you touch the ground. It's all good either way. Shoulders down your back. We want to keep the spine long, so no rounding here. Stay active, belly to spine. Nice. Now, tee your arms out as you inhale, come back up. And now this time a little change as you exhale, take your left arm, twist towards the ground or towards your right calf, and bend back into that Skandasana. And we're going to flow that a little. Inhale, rise up, a nice long straight spine. Exhale, twist, booty back, press actively through your right foot, rise up. And exhale, twist. Inhale up, long spine. Exhale, twist. You've got 4 more. Exhale for the twist. Hug your shoulders into your back, 3 more. Exhale, twist, send that booty back. 2 more. Press through that grounded foot to lift. Use your last one. Lower down. Rise up. Nice. Inhale, star pose. And exhale, warrior two, pivot your right toes and knee forward. Reverse warrior, stretch out your right side body. Press actively through your left little toe. Take one more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your palms to high plank. Nice. So this high plank, we've got some yogi jack squats. So you can take 1 foot at a time out, jump out and in, out and in, or you can go one leg at a time and just tap side to side. It's up to you which version you want. One's a little bit more cardio than the other. Make sure you keep nice long arms, slightly soft in the elbow, nice long spine. You've got 4, 3, last 2, and 1, downward facing dog. Woo! Nice, everybody. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back, pause. Get a nice solid 3-leg dog here. And you lift and lower your right heel for some right calf focus. Squeeze the calf muscle, press off the ball of your foot. Try to engage your hips and your core so your hips stay squared. You've got 4, 3, 2, last 1. Take a deep breath in through that long left leg. Exhale, knee to your nose. Use your core to hug your knee in tight. Then step your foot through low lunge. And on your inhale, crescent lunge, slowly rise it up. Set it all up. Hug your right hip forward in line with your left. High on the back heel of your ball of your foot, rather. Take a breath in. And then exhale, double lunge the back knee. See if you can get low. It's okay to tap the ground or just to come to the ground and hold all engaged. Otherwise, let's pulse nice and low. Scissor the thighs. Make sure you're really rooted down in that left knee. Try to keep your shoulders back over your hips and squeeze your core in. Nice. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crescent lunge. Breathe in to rise. Warrior 2 as you exhale, pivot, open, settle in. Take a moment here. Open your inner thighs. Root down in your back little toe. Nice. Inhale, star pose, rise up. And on your exhale, Skandasana to the left side. Side lunge, send the booty back. Maybe you parallel the left thigh with the ground. Try to just get a little lower, but stay active in the left foot. Really feel that leg light up. Now tee those arms out, inhale, rise. And add that twist as you exhale, send the booty back. Either touch just below your shoulder on the ground or even tap that left calf. Inhale all the way up, shoulders stacked over hips. And then exhale, twist, but keep the spine long as you fold. Rise up and squeeze that butt cheek. Press through that grounded foot. Activate your leg when you rise. Woo. We've got 4 more. Press through the right little toe so you can stay a little more grounded. Last 3, 2, and 1. Return up. Breathe in as you reach your arms overhead. Feel the stretch in your side body. Exhale, warrior 2. And reverse your warrior. Commit to the lunge in your knee. Peel up a little bit out of that hip crease. Reach, reach, reach. Last breath in. And exhale, high plank. Palms to the ground. Step your foot back. This time, mountain climbers, take your knee to your chest or even across. And you can go fast, medium, or slow. Up to you. A little cardio. Woo, leg activation. Shoulders are working for 8, 7, 6. Last 5. You got it, friends. 4, 3, down dog, and 2, and 1. Woo, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Amazing work. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float, top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. Inhale, all the way up, mountain pose. And exhale, chair, take your feet wide, wider than your hips. All right, this time, heels in, toes out, maybe stepping a little wider, kind of horse or goddess. We're gonna squat with the spine erect, nice here. And as you lift, pivot your feet forward, a nice wide squat. Now your spine kind of hinges, but it stays long. So lift, wide, and that chair squat. Your horse squat, the spine, the shoulders are stacked over the hips. And when you come into that chair squat, from the hip crease, you got a little bit of a hinge in the spine. Squeezing in that horse, the legs back. Squeezing the butt the whole time. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. Amazing work. Yeah, Pam, last 3, 2, sit low, hold it on 1. Whatever variation you're in. Your feet might be forward, they might be out, it's all good. Try to bring those arms up in line with your shoulders. I know your legs must be screaming because mine are. Sit a little deeper, hold for 4, 3, mountain pose in 2, and 1. Inhale, mountain, and exhale, forward fold. Find a halfway lift, shoulders down your back, and then fold again, grabbing a set of weights. We've got some deadlifts, so you might want heavy, you might want medium. No weights works too. Now make sure you're in control as you rise, shoulders down your back, spine tight. Awesome. Woo. We're gonna walk our feet hips width distance apart right here. And you can have 2 weights or just 1 if you prefer. Shift the weight onto your right foot. And I like to let the weights kind of hang long and control like that, but you do you. Keep your spine long, shift the weight to your right foot. Inhale, lower, lifting your left leg. Exhale, rise, keep your spine long, keep those shoulders in their sockets. Lower and lift. And imagine the weights are on a track coming up and down that leg. You can have a slight bend in the right knee. Really activating the core here. Your yoga drishti focal point will help guide your focus and attention. A little balance assist trick. Let's go for 4 more. Take your time. Make sure your shoulders are pulling down your back. Last 3. That's okay if you fall out. Last 2. And 1, come all the way up and bring those weights into your heart. All right, so this is where we come into our crescent lunge. If you have 2 blocks, I'm gonna show you the setup. If you have 2 blocks, I'm gonna stack them just like this on the ground so it's stable for my back foot. So instead of up, they're stable, stacked on their medium side. If you don't have them, that's fine. You can always try your foot on a wall. Yeah, the back foot. Those weights we're gonna bring down by our side and come into your crescent lunge. If you're using the blocks or a wall, your left foot is either pressing against the wall, hovered using strength, or your toes are in the wall. We're gonna find our double lunge. So shoulders down your back, take a breath in. And go ahead and lower, bending both knees, spine long, press up. Take it low and press up. You might need to adjust your stance. If you don't have the blocks, you're not using a wall, that's fine. You can double lunge the knee. We've been here. If you don't like it, you can stay and do like some hammer curls with the weights with the knee down. It's up to you. And if you don't have blocks with you when you get home, I highly recommend you try it. Whoo, it's intense. Lower and lift, nice and slow. We've got 8 more. Keep your heart open, avoid shrugging the shoulders. Nice and slow, 6. Awesome work, team, last 5. 4. Last 3 right here. Whew, feel that right glute. Last 2. Last 1, don't rush it, take it slow. Whew. Step it out. All right, we're gonna face the long side of your mat now. If you're using the blocks, remove them. So we've got our side lunges. I'm gonna show you the setup. Only to the right. We'll go to the right, and then you're gonna lift for a knee hold. Now, if that knee hold isn't quite coming right there, you can touch down, get your balance, then lift the knee. Yeah, so when you're ready, if you don't want the weights, you can put them down. Otherwise, shoulders down your back. Breathe in, and then step to the right, Skandasana, booty back, press through that foot, press up, and lift your knee, hold. about a 3 count, 3, 2, 1. Re-go, right side down, exhale, press, lift. Now you go at your own pace. You might go a little faster, a little slower. You might fall out, you might not, and I might. Either way, really press through that right foot. Exhale for the lift. I fell out a little bit, so I came out a little fast. Now when you lift that knee, try to really lift it. Yes. 4 more. Last 3. Nice job, everybody. Last 2. And give me 1 more. Lift the knee. And place your foot down. Woo! Nice. Bring those weights to your heart. You can switch them out. Tricep extensions. Let's sit back into our chair. I'm gonna grab some different weights. Bring your weights overhead. Bend the elbows to 90. Breathe in and exhale, press. Straight up. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Hug your elbows towards your ears. Now I just read somewhere that these are also called, you keep going, I get to talk. And hug those elbows in, press up, you got it. So I heard somewhere these are also called French press. Why? Apparently the French Foreign Legion used sandbags in the same way to practice and work. Cool. All right, last 4. Belly to spine. 3. Can you sit a little deeper in that chair? 2. Last 1. Hands to heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Put your weights down. Halfway lift. Inhale. And high plank hold. Woo! Let's find some knee taps, friends. You can do both knees together. Or you can jog them out one at a time. Make sure you're not slouching your shoulders down and keep your spine long here. Use the legs, press up. Belly squeezing in. Heels stay up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, down dog in 2, last 1, downward facing dog. Woo! Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float, top of your mat space. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold in half, exhale. Nice, go ahead and grab your heavy weights and rise up to standing. We've got round 2 of our Romanian One Leg Deadlifts. Shift the weight onto your left foot, shoulders down your back. Extend your right foot back as you inhale, lift your right heel, bring the weights either to a hover or all the way down. And exhale, in one nice line, rise up. Lower down, and squeeze and lift. Check your balance. It's okay to bring the foot down as you rise and lower. A soft bend in the left knee. Make sure you're keeping your spine long. We don't want rounded spines or hunching. Nice work. We've got just 4 more. Check out that balance, friends. Feel the calf muscle in your left leg working. Last 3. Core is fired up. Shoulders are so strong. Last 2. Whoa. It's all good. A little breeze came in. And 1. Come up to standing. And you can bring those weights to your heart or by your side if you're using blocks. We've got round 2 of our sweet little thingy things. Crescent lunge, step it back. If you're using a blocks or a wall, set it up. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Heel is high on the back toe, shoulders down your back. Take it low, double lunge. Exhale, rise. Lower, shoulders stay over hips, and lift. Keeping in mind you can put weights down. Keeping in mind your knee can stay down. Instead, you can do bicep curls or something and just work arms if you prefer, but still engaging the inner thighs. Nice. And if you're using a wall to keep your foot up, kind of elevated off the ground, kudos to you, because that is adding on some fire to this. Let's go for 4 more, friends. You're amazing. Scissor the inner thighs. 3, 2. Oh, left glute is fired up. 1. Stand forward. Nice work. Set up for your Skandasanas to the left. We are going to step to the left. Squeeze the butt back. Shoulders down the back. Come to standing, lift your knee, hold for 3, 2, 1, and repeat. And now go at your own pace. Squeeze up that leg and repeat. Always fun noticing what's up with our own balance. Especially challenging if you indulged the night before or not. You can always just tell if sleep has been a little bit rocky. You can always be sure that it's going to remind you about that in your practice. So stay with it, use your breath. Press your right pinky toe into the ground. Press off your left foot, rise up. Whoop for 3 more. Remember to keep your spine long. Send the hips back. Last 2. Give me 1 more, friends. Just go 1 more. And put that foot down. Whoo! I'm going to switch out weights for medium weights. Round 2 tricep kickbacks, or extensions rather. Sit nice and low. Hug your elbows in. Breathe in. Exhale, press. Press. Pull your navel into your spine. Hug your biceps towards your ears so your elbows don't poke out to the sides. Engage your core. Press up. Woo! French press, coffee. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your weights forward, palms down, shoulders down your back. We've got wide rows. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze those cactus arms out wide. Down, up, down, pull it back. Squeeze those back muscles. Latissimus dorsi's working. Whoo, behind the ribs there. Trapezius behind the shoulders, up the neck. Firing up. Squeeze all that junk. For 8, squeeze your butt. 7, yes you can. 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart, sit low. Let your elbows come out wide. Pulse, pulse. Woo, squeeze the butt, sit back. Draw your knees back. Pull your navel up, you got it. All the things. And breathe. For 8, 6, last 4, 3, hold in 2, and 1. Hold it low. Woo, sit back a little more. You've got it, last 8. We are out in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Woo, nice, friends. Pedal the knees. Find a halfway lift, inhale. Last option for Chaturanga right here if you want it. Otherwise, take a high plank, hold that high plank. Inhale, up dog if moving through. All together, exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, friends. Pedal it out. And we're gonna walk, hop, or float forward. Option across your ankles and jump forward. A little yoga practice. Whoo, to a seat. Amazing, no more weights, no more blocks. Plant your feet and slowly lower about halfway back. And pause right here where you're still on your sit bones, avoiding the tailbone. Hold, activate the whole front line of your core, transverse abdominis, shoulders in your back. Now we're gonna go down just another inch and come up, plant your feet. Some core right here, lower and reach, lower back and stay up. Grab your palms together, reach out to your right, lower halfway and come up. Lower halfway and rise up. Keep your spine long, lower and lift. Now we're gonna add on, lower to the right, lift that right knee, tap your elbow and come up. Down, tap, tap, lift. Halfway back, tap your knee twice and lift. 2 more, tap, tap, lift Lower back, last one. Double tap and lift. Take it over to your left. Reach through those palms. Nice. Halfway back and rise up. Plant your feet. Navel to spine. Lower and lift. Halfway back. Rise up using that core. We add on our knees here. Halfway down. Double tap. Plant it. Rise. Back. Double tap and rise. Keep that momentum going. So there's that fun Zombieland movie, Double Tap. It's my cup of tea. If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. Woody Harrelson. Oh yeah. Double tap and rise. Let's go 2 more. Double tap, rise. Last one. Double tap and rise. Front and center. Release your grip. Roll to your back. Low back, mid back, up back. Make it core work. Woo-hoo! To the earth. Yes, plant those feet, hips width apart. Set up for a nice resting bridge. Palms by your side, shoulders down your back. Press through your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. Walk your shoulders down even more. Maybe you take a bind, maybe not. Interlace your fingers. Pressing your arms into the ground. Keep your gaze at the sky. Option to close your eyes. Can you part your teeth? Make sure your chin's off your chest. And press the little toes and the big toes and all the toes in between into the mat. That'll help you keep your knees hips width apart. You want them in line with your hips. Engage your glutes a little bit more. Squeeze those buns up. Get the hips high. Open the heart. Open the collarbones. Shoulders in the ground. Hold up and breathe. Last full deep inhale. Stay for that exhale. And actually one more deep breath in. Lift up. Release your bind. Exhale, lower up back, mid back, and low back. Woo, take your feet wide. Let your knees fall into the middle on one another. Shoulders down your back. Maybe you take your arms wide. Place them wherever it feels right. Have a nice neutral spine for a minute after that bridge. Couple deep cycles of breath. And acknowledging all the work you've put forward into your practice today. Elevated heart rate, build some heat and strength, maybe sweated out a little toxins, maybe worked through some junk mentally, physically. It's all there. It's all good. It'll be here next time. Woo, so just keep at it. Nice, friends, when you're ready, start to windshield wiper your knees side to side, lifting the opposite hip then the knees each time, getting a little momentum, and then let your knees fall off to the right side. And take your gaze up or to the left. And if you want to deepen this, you can stay, or you can take your right foot, little toe side on top of your left outer thigh. See if that feels good. If not, release that. And just take a moment here, feel that open heart. Nice stretch for the abdomen. A couple deep breaths. And gently release your foot from your thigh if it's there. And windshield wiper nice and slow up through center and then to the other side. Look upward to the right this time. An option to take your left pinky toe side of your foot on top of your right outer thigh. Maybe you like it a little more or less than the other side. That's okay. Do what feels right to you. Honor yourself in that way. Chin off of chest, some space there. Open throat. Getting some cooling relief to the front of the body, the heart, the organs. And gently release your foot from your thigh and bring your knees back up towards the sky. And then hug your knees into your chest, a little squeeze. And cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right toes back towards your knee crease and draw your left knee in a little closer towards your chest. And you can thread your hands through to your left hamstring or perhaps through left shin. And this is to stretch your right outer hip. So draw your left knee in and imagine lengthening your right knee towards the front of your mat, getting a little bit deeper into that hip. You control it. Keep flexing your toes. Deep breaths. One more round of breath. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. Take your left ankle over your right thigh, flex your toes. Try to parallel your leg towards the earth a little bit here, and then draw your right knee in. Maybe you thread your arms through to your thigh or shin once more. Keep those left toes flexed towards the left knee. In particular, let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Maybe you lengthen your left knee towards the top of your mat a little bit, and just breathe. Exhaling tension with every exhale. Coming back into yourself, hopefully a satisfied body and mind. One more cycle of breath. And when you're ready to unwind for happy baby, draw your knees towards your ribs and capture your feet, or perhaps you capture your thighs. And flex your toes, stomp your feet towards the sky, but pull down actively either on those feet or thighs. And just take a moment to feel this shape in your body. Soften your brow and clench your jaw. And then add on some rocking, some organic movement, maybe leg extensions. Maybe you open and close your mouth or yawn a few times, kind of wriggle up all the muscles in your face and soften again. Just whatever you need to take right here. Just one more cycle of breath to finish off some little bit of goodness. And then hug your knees into your chest, come into a tight little closed up ball. Squeeze like you're wringing out the tension. Breathe like you're letting go of hot air. Maybe crack a smile because class is over. You made it. Take a breath in. And exhale, Shavasana. Release your body. End this physical practice. Make sure your heels can come a little wider than your hips as your legs are long in front of you. Take up space with your arms, shoulders crawl down your back, and try to smooth over your brow. Unhinge your jaw. Feel the muscles melt, the bones heavy. Just let your breath come back to you naturally. Whatever rhythm is taking place, own it, enjoy it, it's nurturing. And just know as we close off not only this class, but this year, another year, as we close it off, just acknowledge everything you've done, all the work you've put in, all the hard times, all the good times, all the in-between times. And we've made it, you've succeeded, we are here. What matters most is that even through the hard times, the muck, we've kept persevering forward. That in itself deserves a round of applause or some deep internal gratitude for yourselves individually. And just keep at it, keep going forward, striving to be your best self, the best version of you, without any care about what else out there the crap is saying or telling or eating away. Be your best version every day. That doesn't mean don't undermine that there is crap out there to deal with, or there are bad days, of course. Mental health is huge. So prioritize that. Create your own list of non-negotiables and just move forward from there. Let's take a deep breath in through our noses together. Hold it at the top. Part your lips, sigh out tension, sigh out the bad crap from the year. Let it all go. Nice, friends. When you're ready to seal off this practice, start to wiggle fingers and toes. You can always stay still in your Shavasana and roll wrists and ankles if you're ready to add on. And maybe take that good morning stretch, lengthening your entire body, arms overhead, legs down below. And roll off to your right side or your favorite side when you're ready. Support yourself, bicep becomes a beautifully soft little pillow. And then gently support yourself up, no rush, to a comfortable seat. Eyes can be hazy or heavy. Woo. Shoulders down back. Little tuck of your chin, sit up tall. Feel the side bodies. Oh man. Okay, hands to your heart. And release your chin towards your chest. And gratitude, in honor of each of you, in honor of your practices, your journeys in life, individually and together. I see you. I appreciate you. Namaste. All right. When we were sitting up there and I saw your side bodies, I remembered I forgot